Hello everyone, good morning and welcome back to Talking Reds, where we bring you the latest Liverpool news and transfer news and much, much more. So yesterday was a massive, massive day in terms of an exclusive by my friend Ismael Mahmoud, who Egyptian journalist, who came out with an exclusive with an interview with Dejan Lovren. And Dejan Lovren certainly revealed a few things that a lot of people haven't liked, and it's irritated a few Liverpool fans, but truth hurts, guys. Truth hurts. And I've always said the truth will eventually come out about what is going on at this club and how we seem to be treating these players and how Mohamed Salah's being treated right now. The disrespect is being shown and not being given what he deserves. Dejan Lovren has put it out all on the table yesterday with that interview with Ismail. And it was a brilliant interview. And if those that are like this, then it's a shame that they're like that, because at the end of the day, you need to hear this. You need to hear that. I think a lot of fans need to hear what is being said, and because we're accepting this sort of disrespect that's been happening to our players, we're going to end up losing Van Dijk. And I've said it on here a few times now, and I keep repeating myself, but I am preparing myself for all three to go, because I know this ownership and I know how they'd rather cut corners and then not progress going forward. They'd rather save some money on the wages and then go again and happy to drop off if they want to drop off. At the end of the day, as long as they make that money, as long as the finances are looking good, that's all that cares. And Dejan Lovren pretty much said that yesterday. And it was quite damning what he did say. So I'm going to go through what he did say, a couple of things that he did say, and this was the main thing that came out of it. I want Marcelo to stay at Liverpool. He wants to stay, but I came to the conclusion that the management does not respect him enough, or at least as not as much as he believes he deserves. He also went on to say, yes, I think it's closer to leaving than staying at the moment. That's my feeling about the situation. I hope things change, because honestly, I wish him all the best. But in the end, yes, money is an important factor, and he deserves more than just money. The question is, who will replace him? How will you find a replacement for him? How can you compensate for his absence? So I'll break that down initially. So basically, he's saying that the management, so FSG and those below that are sorting the contract situations, don't respect Mohamed Salah for what he's worth. And what is Mohamed Salah worth right now? He's the best player in the world. Not last year, not next year, now. So if we're gonna base on what contract we should be giving him, it should be based on now, what he is offering now. Because what he offers now, most unlikely, he's going to offer next year or the year after. He don't just drop off at the shape of a hat. Fabinho was dropped off because of the lack of midfield that we brought him. That was the only thing I've seen. Henderson drop off was quite clear that was going to happen. Robertson drop off right now is quite clear that was going to happen. But Mohamed Salah and Virgil van Dijk are the best in the world at what they are doing right now, and they will probably be the best in the world next season. Even if they drop off 10%, 20%, they're still better than anyone else out there. So what are we going to, like Lovren said, how are you going to replace him? If we lose Mohamed Salah, we need to straight up replace him. He said it's reactive instead of proactive. This is the big issue under FFG, because we're under such a tight, strict budget. We've got to be reactive rather than proactive. If we were happy to let Salah go, why have we not replaced him? Why have we not brought someone in that's young, fresh potential, big potential, learn under him, and then replace him? Because it wouldn't be as bad. It'd be like Conor Bradley. We've got lucky with Conor Bradley, because Conor Bradley's come through. He's not, you know what I'm saying? So Conor Bradley, Trent Alexander, that's everyone's like, it doesn't matter if Trent goes, because at the end of the day, Conor Bradley's there to take over. We've got no one for Salah. We've got no one for Van Dijk. This is why the depth and the transfers need to happen. But thankfully, we have got Conor Bradley if Trent does go. But we haven't got anyone for Salah. We haven't got anyone for Van Dijk. Kearse is now back up for Salah, but Kearse is injured half the time. He only bought off because he was cheap. And this is the situation we're going to find ourselves in now. We're disrespecting these players. We're disrespecting Mohamed Salah. Talk about the greatest, alongside Gerrard, the greatest Liverpool player I've ever seen in my time. and still people are still saying he's up there with Steven Gerrard in terms of the greatest Liverpool player of all time. And we're disrespecting him like this. We're not giving him what he deserves. We're not paying him for what he is. Yes, but what can he give us? What are you expecting him next season? You expect him to be best in the world, then freaking where you expect him to be. But what FSG look at is financial and financial only, and they all see his age. They're probably not even watching the games. They don't even see what he's doing. They're probably not seeing what he's doing. And that's absolutely not good enough. It's not good enough. And one thing that really stood out for me yesterday is this comment by Lovren. This comment. Because he basically says it's FSG. That's what he basically says here. There are people with enormous wealth who might not care about who Mohamed Salah is or what he offers on the pitch. In the end, men might look at only the financial aspect and say, well, this player isn't worth that amount. That's painful. But as I said, I think it's the wrong decision because the man still has many years to give. There are people with enormous wealth who might not care about who Salah is or what he offers on the pitch. Liverpool fans, what do you care about right now? What do you care about right now? Do you care about Mohamed Salah? Do you care about what he offers on the pitch? Because I certainly can do. I care about what's on that pitch and what's on that pitch only. I care about these players and I care about this manager and this club going forward and succeeding on the pitch. But we're top of the league. It's a separate conversation. We are top of the league today. We've won the league. But then we were happy to drop off again. There's no sustainable. We talk about sustainable finances, sustainable running of the club. There's no sustained child challenge. With a couple of good seasons, we won the Champions League, won the league, and then we failed to capitalise being on top, and we dropped off. Oh, we're challenged for the title, but then next season we're out of the Champions League. We're challenged for the title. Oh, next season we're out of the Champions League. So where's your sustainable? Where's your sustainable word? Your main word there, sustainable. It doesn't mean I'm not appreciative of what FSG have done either. It's not. The FSG have done some brilliant things. I've said it time and time and time again. There's no agenda here. FSG bringing Michael Edwards back was a genius move because he's got Arne Slot in. He got Ian Klopp in. Genius moves. That's what we needed. We needed Arne Slot. So Arne Slot's a perfect man. But what we can't do here is let Arne Slot, here you go. Play with what you got, Arne Slot. Play what you got. Because to start the weekend, our squad depth, by the way, the one that everyone people saying was best squad depth in the world, that was our squad depth. And people, you put academy players out. We had two youngsters. We started two youngsters and brought one off because we brought one on because Gomez got injured. So 3 played really out of 11, 12, 13 players. That's our squad depth. That's what we saw. So it's not that amazing. We've got brilliant squad depth up front. That's about it. And in certain positions like keeper, for example, or right back. Other than that, we haven't got an amazing squad depth. He scored that the weekend against Plymouth. It's so frustrating. It really is. The people with enormous wealth who might not care about who Mohamed Salah is or what he offers on the pitch. That is crazy. Because he's there suggesting that FSG don't give a shit about Mohamed Salah or what he offers Liverpool. Why are we sat here accepting this? I've said it before. What do you care about more here, Liverpool or FSG? Are you an FSG fan or are you a Liverpool fan here? And so many people complain about what Lovren said because truth hurts. Truth hurts. The truth will always come out. I'm so glad Lovren said this. And it's not about vindication either. I don't want to be vindicated because he's been saying it for years. It's just coming out now. I want people to fucking open their eyes here and see what's going on because it's not good enough. These players, look what Salah is doing for us this season. We win the league and we treat them like this. We win the league because of people like Salah and Van Dijk. And we're like, Yeah, you're not worth that. You don't deserve a good contract. You don't deserve to stay. You can piss off for free. It's these players that's winning it's these players that's winning as the league and this manager. And this is how we treat them. And then I get back saying, people that can't ever criticise the club, I get back saying, but Lovren might be putting pressure on FSG. Why would it? It's got nothing to do with Lovren. Lovren is Mohamed Salah's mate. I'll speak to him often. So what he says is what he's been told by Mohamed Salah himself and what he's seen from his friend. And he's protecting his friend here. He's saying, look, they're not respecting him. And if he's saying that should be absolutely damning. That should be absolutely. It's just ridiculous. So he also went on to say then the replacement side of things. Well, you can replace him. If you want to replace him, you need to spend £200 million on a player who can offer what Mohamed Salah does. But even with that amount spent and a high salary, will it deliver what Salah delivers? And he's saying there, well, you do need £200 million to replace Salah. But there's no way FSG do that as well. So where's this smart businessman? What are your plans with Salah going? Their plans are quite clear to me. Their plans is to save money and go out and maybe get a cheaper winger and hope he delivers. And if we fall out a title race, it's absolutely fine as long as we get some money back, as long as we save some money, as long as our financials are good. They don't care about going again. They don't care about going for another title. And as Liverpool fans here, we don't expect to win titles every single season. What we expect is to challenge for titles every single season, certainly. If we win a title, we don't expect to be challenging for top 4 next season. But that's all they want. They don't care about winning. And this is why we fell off before. And people have been like this all the time. They don't admit what is going on here. They don't see the truth. It's either denial or they're just dying on the sword now at this point. Or it's just plain ignorance, if I'm honest. It's just plain ignorance. What Dejan Lovren is saying here should really... and we're top of the league, yes, we can enjoy being top of the league. But it's two separate conversations. I'm here, I'm over here, I'm loving being top of the league. I can thank FSG for bringing Mike Levers in, who therefore brought Arne Slot in. Their decisions have caused this, where Arne Slot has made us this season. But their also decisions are holding us back. They're holding us back. So the tweet I put out then yesterday was, I think it's absolutely clear what Lovren's saying. FSG don't care about what is happening on the pitch, exactly what a lot of people have been saying for years. This doesn't mean that they haven't done good either. But they're only here to make money, and it hurts us on the pitch sometimes, and it absolutely does hurt us on the pitch. They've made some brilliant decisions, and I've won as a league title, got Jurgen Klopp in, sensational decision. But when they've got Jurgen Klopp in, when they've got Arne Slot in, they're not pushing on to create dynasties, they're not pushing on to create legacies. This is why My United fans want the FSG here, because they're not scared of us creating what Fergie created. We're not Chelsea fans aren't scared what Jose created. They're not scared. Man City fans aren't scared of us because we won't create what Pep's created, where it's league title after league title, or just pushing for a league title every single season. We're not scared of that under FSG because it's not. We're not doing that. We'll go win a league title and then we'll be out of terms. That's embarrassing. How can you be the best team in the world to then within a couple of years be out of the Champions League? I've seen everyone. This is what frustrates me even more. Every fucker else has been blamed but FSG. Everyone. Klopp got blamed. Slot got blamed at weekend for playing second string. Schmacht has got blamed before. Edwards gets blamed. Richard Hughes are getting blamed now. Everyone but FSG have been blamed by certain people. Everyone else, including Klopp. Klopp made mistakes. Slot's made mistakes already. He's made a couple of mistakes. It doesn't matter. He's not a perfect manager, but he's fucking sensational. He'll win us the league. There's players who have made mistakes. There's players who have had bad games. Mark Rose has made mistakes. You know what I'm saying? So people have made mistakes, but they get all the blame, but FSG get zero. It's FSG that are holding us back. They are their financial decisions. And the thing is, like saying, like, oh, I get where they're coming from. They want the financial side to be sustainable. Liverpool Football Club is a football club. It's not a normal business. Football clubs are not normal business. And by the way, if we do spend a little bit more, or do offer Salah a good new contract, or Van Dijk a new contract, are we gonna be in trouble financially? Or are we gonna be breaking any rules? We're nowhere near breaking rules, so you can't throw that out either. No one's asking for us to spend Chelsea wages or Chelsea transfer budget. We're not even spending Bournemouth transfer budget. We're asking for just a little bit more ambition. And we're not seeing it. We've never really seen it. We shouldn't have to sell a Coutinho to recoup money to go on and win the league. So if we didn't have Coutinho, guys, we wouldn't have won the league or the Champions League. So is that what we have to do every single season? Sell someone like that? Sell a Trent for 100 million just to have a bit of ambition? Do we have to lose a whole entire midfield to bring in a good midfield? Because it's happened. I've said it time and time again. Like Edwards has proven that he can go out there and get good deals. Schmatt had a brilliant summer. He had no choice but to do that. But he only got backed because we lost our midfield. People say, "Well, we changed our entire midfield in one summer." How good was that? We shouldn't have relied to have to do it in one summer. We should listen to people like me or other people that have said before. We needed a midfield before that. He just want transfers. He just want transfers. And then the season happened and the midfield crumbled. Like, I just think people at this point are either ignorant, in denial, or they don't care. They don't care about what's the football. They're just enjoying the ride. And I am enjoying the ride this season. It's just been. You see on my other videos how happy I am now what is going on in the season, and I think we are going to win the league, and I'm fucking loving it. We're going to join Man United on 20 titles. We deserve that. The players deserve that. The manager deserves that. He's been sensational coming in, sensational. And these players, these manager and these players will always have my backing. Always have my backing. Unless it's not good enough, I'll tell you if they're not good enough. I'll tell you one thing: these players and this manager are putting their heart and soul into this season. I just hope it's not the last season we see Salah, the last season we see Van Dijk and potential Trent. And if it is, well done. And if we drop off next season because of it, well done. I don't know what you want, but yeah, it's a very, very damning interview, and fair and congratulations for Ismael for doing that interview as well. And I think it was a brilliant interview. I think it was an interview that was probably needed. Maybe the timing didn't really help because at the end of the day we lost Plymouth, and people don't like to talk about this during the season. That's a good season, but it's like I said, it's a separate conversation, and it still needs to be talked about. We still need to talk about the elephant in the room, whether we're top of the league, whether we're fifth in the league, because people still don't listen when we're fifth in the league. When they're saying, "Oh, we're top of the league," why are you talking about it? You didn't listen when we're fifth in the league. You didn't listen when we're sixth in the league. So you can't use that as an excuse either. So yeah, a brilliant interview by Ismael, and thank you for Lovren for speaking the truth. And if people don't want to listen to you, if people don't want to hear it, then that's on them. That's just they don't want to listen to truth. They'd rather follow their own narratives that they've been created for years. So it's absolutely fine. But well done, WinWinAllSports and Ismael for that interview as well. Thank you for watching. Make sure you do like this video, subscribe to the channel, and get your notification bells on, because we have got content out every single day, hopefully. Yesterday was a bit of a one-off because I had things to do, but yeah, it was I will be getting Liverpool content out as much as I can. We've got a Champions League content out as well, who Liverpool can face in the next round. The Champions League is tonight and tomorrow, but Liverpool have got the bye, obviously. But we will be looking on who we could face next round. So, yeah, thank you for watching. Have a great night and have a great day. Sorry.